This is a Headgum podcast.
Can you turn my headphones up?
Can you turn his headphones up, please?
Check.
No.
Check.
No.
Check.
No.
Check.
I'll do the
No.
check. It feels like the check isn't
There it
working.
is. There it is. Loud. I think it's awesome, man. I think it kicks ass. You all are doing this.
I've been saying, actually, it's so smart for you guys to
Exactly
have
what you should be doing right
created like this collective and really take advantage of like the vacuum that exists right now where
to
there's
ask the
no
question-
comedy.
I guess we forgot to ask this at some point. Can we just put on a little show for the nice people?
Yes.
Can we just put on a little show for the nice people?
And I don't think you guys are right for this necessarily, but we've been talking about on the show. Should the Super Bowl halftime show be comedy this year?
Yeah,
Ooh.
and I yes. And
It's about
we
time,
didn't even
yeah.
have the conversation about that for this one, I think, because we both kind of thought like that's not
It's not
for
gonna be this,
but we
yeah.
have been talking. Yes, we've been talking to a few different people.
Yeah.
But like
But you don't want us to talk about that at all.
Should we not?
We don't have to.
we didn't
Do you
talk
have
about
something
it.
to say about it? Kevin, you can cut it out if it doesn't make sense.
It's got to be Chappelle.
Okay, well we talked to Will Hines. We talked about doing stand up.
Yeah, we were going to have Bill Hines do a stand-up set.
Yeah, maybe open up for Chappelle.
I like
But
that.
they kind of touch
but
on each other's
yeah,
toes
Will does a
little bit.
lot of the same stuff.
Yeah.
as Chappelle.
I'd like to
Right.
see them on stage at the same time. I don't want one opener. To me, they're two icons.
Yeah.
Two mics out there. Will walks up to one.
Ideally, a third mic for Neil Brennan as well.
But
Sure.
he needs all three,
yeah.
so you need actually
Yeah, that's
Okay, so
five
I
mics.
need five
Yeah.
mics.
That's the problem.
There's
Neil.
3 for Neil, 1 for Will,
and
1 for Dave.
Chappelle, yeah.
And maybe 1 for John Mayer.
Ooh, yeah, 2
Ooh.
if he's gonna acoustic.
He's going to need a low one.
Double mic.
Yeah,
So
okay.
7 mics. Kevin, are you writing this down?
Yeah, 7 mics.
Oh, you guys are producing that?
Wow.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's
It's
why we've
crazy.
been talking about it. And here
Yeah,
guys.
you have to. Yeah, you got to make
You guys are
decisions
talking
and stuff.
about
And the
Well,
clock
that's every
is
quadrant.
ticking, but I think even then, with like these guys are 3 more mics. It's just like
You get the
So
young
many.
people with Bill Hines, and then
Yes.
you get kind of the older crowd with Chappelle. Like you kind of
Mhm.
everybody's happy.
And then
The
we scoop
perverts
up
with
everybody.
Mayer.
Oh, yeah.
right.
That's right.
You get the watch perverts with Mayer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, you know, I don't want to get bogged down in the
I want to talk about what you guys were doing, which
just
like,
because I think it's actually really exactly what you guys should be doing right now.
Yeah.
It's so perfect for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
Our
like
little show.
it's
do
just
a
what you
little-
should
Well,
be doing.
I mean, we haven't
I don't
talked
have
about
time
the
to do that
fucking
kind of
elephant in
stuff.
the room. AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
hey, I mean,
This is something AI can't do.
yes.
Go to a live theater with very
These
small.
guys are doing a show. It's called Pretty Funny.
Oh, yeah, we should say that.
It's
yeah.
at the
correct.
Lyric Hyperion.
Third Monday of every
Yeah.
month.
Third
Easy
Monday
to
of
remember.
every
Third
month.
Monday of every
Third
month.
Monday of every month at 7:15 p.m.
So at
You know,
a quarter
that's what you
past
know-
7 on the third
Okay.
Monday of every month, you better be in our seats.
And now that's obviously like the big dog slot there. You know, the
Yes.
Oh,
third
yeah.
Monday.
Mm.
So take out your
yeah.
Flow app and put it down in there that it's the third Monday of every month.
Third Monday, 7:15. I try to get there by 7.
Yeah, that's a
smart.
smart idea. Get
Yeah.
yourself a topo. Yeah, and our crowds are all synced up menstruation wise, so feel free to
That's
like,
awesome,
yeah, it makes it
man.
easy on everybody.
That's
Everyone's
that's the thing about the
PMSing in our
live
crowd.
experience.
Yes.
That you don't get that with these like
Computers?
streams. And
No.
stuff.
No.
I'd like to see Twitch get everyone to
Right.
have their period.
I love the show, man. My kid's obsessed with this Rizzler.
Yeah.
Rizzler?
And
The
he
Rizzler
keeps
is- yeah.
trying to talk to me about like, look what the Rizzler did now. And I'm like, that's it. Get in the car. You're going to see Pretty Funny.
You're going to a real
Yes.
show.
a real show.
Yeah,
Enough of
kids-
this Rizzler.
Actual
My nephews are obsessed
guys.
with Big Justice, and I need them to like I
So,
need them to see something.
Get
else.
in the
Yeah.
car.
Mm.
We're going to the show. And so we're driving there. And they're like, and my kid is like, why are we going somewhere? I'm used to the Rizzler just like being where I am.
Yeah, I've got it on my.
And I'm like,
little
well, this
screen.
is a real show. Like, we have to travel to get there. And he's like, why is that better?
Mhm.
What's an improvement
And what
about
is
that?
the answer to that?
Yeah, we've been trying to. People
You've
ask
been
us
getting
a
that
lot.
question.
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
what's
so
better
you
about-
guys don't know. I was
Hook
sort of
us up.
hoping for
Okay.
next time. Okay, that's interesting. You
Yeah.
guys don't know either.
I've been pinned by that question a few times myself.
Because we get there and he's like, "How do I start it?" And I'm like, "Well, you don't. They
have to
decide
wait.
Yeah.
when to start it." And he's like, "Well, didn't we pay for? I saw you pay on the way in,
Mhm.
and I'm used to with the Rizzler, I can start and stop it wherever I want."
Well, if I have to go to the bathroom, the Rizzler just freezes until
Yes.
I'm done going.
Well, we have
Exactly.
kids try to pause us during the show.
Yeah,
They try to
okay.
rewind
Very
and go back.
frustrating.
It's very frustrating to have to go.
Sometimes I'll pacify them and I'll go back 10 seconds or so and just kind of redo it, but that's exhausting. And then that adds on the entire
Right.
time of the show.
Yeah.
And I was saying to him, it's frustrating for them when you're doing that. But he was like, "But is this for them or for me?"
Well, again, we
Yeah.
don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if life were easier, we would have those popsicle sticks with the answer on the one side.
Yes.
Right.
And those
sure.
those don't exist.
I
anymore.
feel like
Right.
what I've got is just the question side of the popsicles.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, no
It's-
punchlines.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
No, it is.
Give
That's-
us the other
life is
side.
just- yeah. Somebody
Yeah.
flip over.
I've
you
got
know,
brain
God
freeze.
or whoever. Will
I've
you
eaten
flip over
12
the popsicle
pops
stick?
and no answers.
Yeah.
I'm just my
Mhm.
brain
Yeah.
is
Only
killing me.
questions.
So we're
Mhm.
slamming these popsicles before every show,
Yeah.
trying to get some of the answers, but we end up just
You haven't. Okay.
yeah, with
Okay.
just a headache.
Did the kid enjoy the show? I know he shouted out the Rizzler as a suggestion, and
Well,
we did our
we
best.
did
Well,
we
what he
could.
was saying
Yeah, 'cause I have
actually
no
is
fucking clue what
he
the
was
Rizzler
saying
is.
which one is the Rizzler, and I was like, well, that the Rizzler's not here. He's like, well, that is the Costco guy, and I was like, well, no, that's not.
The Rizzler's not the Costco guy. That's
no.
Big
He was
Justice,
saying. I
and-
think he was saying that you were the Costco guy. And
Oh,
I'm
they
like,
think I'm
no,
yeah,
like
no, I'm not a kid who eats at Costco.
no,
Yeah.
the Costco guy. So
The Rizzler's the
I
kid.
don't really know this stuff. The Rizzler's a kid.
The
I think the
Rizzler.
The
Costco
Rizzler's
guy.
the kid's friend. Big Justice is the dad, and then I think it's DJ is David Jr. or something. Is
So who's the?
Is the
so who's the
Costco guy.
Costco guy?
I think the Costco guy is a father and son duo. They're like one. It's like Master Blaster from Beyond the Thunderdome.
Okay.
Okay, did
As one
anybody else
entity.
miss Damn Daniel? I mean, remember when
Like
we knew
miss him?
who
When
everyone
It's
like-
was?
easy, and we had damn
Yeah,
Daniel.
Wasn't it
That's all
easier
we
when
had to
there was
do.
no
Damn,
Rizzler,
Daniel.
no
Yeah.
Costco guy?
What the
Just
fuck are we
none of
talking
this
about? We had
DJ.
it.
What's a Rizzler?
No-
Damn
no
Daniel,
Big
I understand.
I
Justice.
hate to be an old man here.
Yeah, I hate
We
it.
had all we needed with Damn Daniel.
Mhm.
We sure did.
Yeah,
We sure
Damn
did.
Daniel's when the internet peaked. I thought it was the Grape Stomp lady, but then Damn Daniel just showed that
Yeah,
we
he
ain't done
stomped on
here
the Grape
yet.
Stomp
baby.
lady.
I would have
Yeah.
been fine
Yeah.
calling it at Charlie Bit My Finger, you know?
Yeah,
like, I would have
yeah.
been fine being like, we
The
did
Brits tried to.
it. Did they?
Yeah, the Brits
They
tried
did.
to.
They tried
but
to shut it down.
Yeah, maybe they were right. They've been
Unfortunately,
right about a lot of
entertainment
stuff.
is an American
All we needed
export.
were 4 screens and Damn Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
That's
No
now
more
we
than
got
4
what, 15 screens?
Yeah.
I mean, screens everywhere.
I'm
Everybody's
surrounded
got
by screens.
How many
Yeah.
screens are in your car when you're driving to your show?
Too many.
One.
But-
you got one. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's good.
That's
you got
one
a
too many.
one-screen car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
Well,
guys are
someday
getting
you'll
back
kind
to
of-
it.
Well, there's the windshield. I guess is kind of like a life screen.
Yeah, and some people call it a windscreen. So.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
I've got I've got a huge windscreen in my car now. It took a lot to get me there. And
Yeah.
I tinted the windscreen.
It's big, huh?
Yeah,
It's made from
that
this
thing-
material about my windscreen. It's,
Oh,
yeah. It's like a
damn, and it's big.
It's
huh?
huge.
Oh,
And like
okay.
it's you don't get that kind of thing overnight. Like it takes some work.
It's
and-
been growing.
yeah. You grow it. You raise a
you
windscreen.
foster its
Oh,
growth.
damn.
Yeah.
It's like a kombucha mother or something.
Okay.
Right? Like
okay.
one
So
of
the show's doing.
So it's not
good.
fitted to the car.
That's
show's
right.
doing good. Yeah.
That's right.
I'm just making sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
show's kicking
Yeah,
ass.
our tickets are $8 a pop, and we sell between 20 and 30 every month. So
Yeah.
we're doing pretty fucking.
we got a
well.
show tonight.
We got a show.
We're-
Oh yeah. When does this?
Okay.
Or I guess depending on when people are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
you
is
had,
dependent
you had,
on when.
You had a show last
8
night.
days ago.
8 days ago.
8 days
8 days ago, we
Okay.
had a show.
Yeah, sorry you guys couldn't be there, listeners of the pop. But
Well,
you can
get
come
a
to the
jump
next
on
one.
the next one, yeah, because there's 20 to 30 of these things are gonna sell. So if you get,
In Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, California,
And you guys aren't filming it once it's done. It's done.
It's
No
not- This is
podcast,
not
yeah.
streaming.
It's
You
not
can't
a
get this online.
podcast.
We
No.
do not have that technology.
And my kid is
We
like,
don't
well,
know
what
how.
if I liked part of it and I want to see it? Like, again, why is this
That's the
better? It's
magic
so
of live
easy,
improv. That's
but,
the magic that I think has been pointed out in a lot of like it's that
Yeah.
it
But what's
exists. in-
isn't it magical to be able to hear something again?
There
Isn't
is
that
also
magical?
some magic
And to
involved.
see something?
We do actually incorporate some elements elements
Yeah,
of
Which is
sorcery,
Chinese black magic.
Chinese black
Okay.
magic.
Yeah,
pretty exclusively Chinese black magic,
yeah,
actually.
That's kind of all we know.
So-
Will Hines
so-
coaches us, so he's kind of got we're under
Yeah.
his kind of sorcery umbrella a little
Yeah,
bit.
Sean, you have a question?
What makes the black magic Chinese?
Well, it was taught to him by an ancient Chinese.
Listen to this guy trying to trap us.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you guys hear this?
yeah.
Did you guys hear the
A real
trap?
gotcha
genuine
question.
What
question.
makes the food Chinese?
Yeah,
look
it's
at
like,
this.
we're not-
This is like
from
okay,
China,
I guess,
dude.
there wasn't any intro or anything, but now we're officially on Hollywood Handbook. We're getting trapped left
Yeah.
and right.
Holy
What
shit!
makes
It
the
was Josh
black
Hartnett
magic-
and M. Night Shyamalan. Consider us fucking trapped.
Well,
problem
that
is
was not
that
my
you-
intention.
You'd be Josh Hartnett at that.
Oh yeah, we'd be trapped.
Yeah.
You'd be the woman from the original Parent Trap who's playing the psychologist.
Yes. And his daughter actually helped out a lot.
Lady Raven?
No, the other one actually is
daughter.
doing it on her
Oh,
own
in
as
the
well.
Parent Trap?
So yeah, so they actually all work together now.
That's
But the
nice.
show's kicking ass.
So the magic is from
show's
China.
crushing.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
show's
that's
kicking ass.
nothing. It was not intended to be a gotcha
Okay.
thing at all.
Yeah.
To me,
He likes to know where stuff is from.
That's great.
and why.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, the
A lot of
magic
why.
is
I don't think saying the name of a country or something should be like a dirty word. Like, I don't think
No.
that's
No.
like a gotcha element.
should
I
be
think we
able to
should be
say
able to say
the
No, and I
Turkish
think we all
pasta.
navigated that pretty well.
Turkish pasta, you said, right?
Turkish box.
Turkish pasta.
Turkish pasta, that's
You should be able
fine.
to say whatever you want. And now,
Okay.
of course, Turkish pasta is a slur. But like that's one of the ones we're not gonna
Yeah, can we
say.
bleep that out?
Can we just
actually?
bleep out Turkish pasta?
I just think, everybody gets so sensitive the second you attach a country or anything
Yeah.
to it. any
Italian
phrase.
sorcery?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that should be okay.
That should
Yeah,
be
stuffed
that
crust
should be
pizza.
totally fine.
Italian sorcery is just stuffed crust
or
pizza.
to like
That's right.
behavior or
That's
something,
right.
and the idea that
Italian American sorcery.
yes, yes,
I
sorcery.
tie
That-
sorcery.
yes, that any ethnicity is doing black magic.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's bad to say now.
Well, it's fucked up.
You can't even ask.
Well, it's confusing because there are also black magicians, like black guys who do magic.
Of course.
and so
Sure.
like, that's why you have to say Chinese black.
I
magic.
think that should be fine. To say.
It should be fine to say what Gabrus just said, I
it'd
think.
be
And I
fine
think it
for
is.
Gabrus
That's
to
why
say
no one
it.
else.
That's
is
why
saying it.
that's why I'm not repeating it, because it's just so fine to say.
Chinese black magic?
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
It's
All of this. This is just a great area.
Now, don't get me started on black
Yeah.
Chinese magic.
Oh, wow.
and I don't see any reason not to live in this.
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
good. I mean,
I'm so good. And this is at our live shows, it's that kind of spontaneity
Yeah.
that we like to ride
Yeah,
and
we
latch
live-
onto. The live
The
show's
fact
kicking
that
ass.
it's not recorded
No.
and
No.
not shared ever again is not because they're saying stuff that's it's like
People
weird
have
for them
tried
to
recording.
say.
It is unrecordable. Our
Yes.
set.
Yeah.
Like people
Yeah.
have set up mics. have
It
set
doesn't
up stuff.
translate well the video, and
Yeah.
also
We sh-
there's like a weird like watermark over us if you try to film.
Yeah,
us.
there's
We
almost
don't-
like a phantom image that appears and kind
What's-
of ruins the.
What's the image? What's the water?
Do you know Goatsy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Goatsy type image.
It's a good.
a
Oh,
goat
I know
see.
Goatsy. Somebody that I used to
No.
know. Right?
Almost. Almost. One letter off, I think. Yeah.
But to be fair, Goatsy is somebody that we used to know. Talk
Right.
about
Yeah.
fucking damn Daniel. Goatsy kicked the whole thing off.
That's when we
We
really
should have
had
just
to
stopped
be-
there.
Yeah,
We should
I
have
hate
called
to be,
it.
I hate to put my old man hat back on, but we had all we needed when we had Goatsy.
Yes.
That
Maybe
was-
we should leave
no.
well enough alone sometimes.
Yeah.
He's putting this Buffalo Bills top hat on.
Yeah,
It's
my
your
old
old
man hat. It's what I wore to Rich Stadium.
I'll tell you what, though, this show's kicking ass. I'm happy for you guys. It's just
Thank
what
you.
you should be
It's
doing.
really
at this
kicking
point.
butt. Yeah, it's
Getting
like
back
the
to our
perfect thing.
roots,
Yeah.
and it's the perfect thing for us
Just-
right now.
Just
Yeah.
making people laugh, goofing around,
Yes,
you know,
the
and
goofing's
like,
important.
and messing with each
Have
other
some
on
food.
stage.
Have something to sip on. you
Right?
know,
Right.
like-
Don't eat
get
it,
it.
but yeah.
yeah, you
some
can't
food.
eat at the bill.
Yeah, it's
but-
actually bad for the show to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
my kid again was like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but he had
at
that big
home,
pretzel.
So
I
hungry,
can watch
yeah.
the Rizzler and
Yeah.
I can eat literally whatever I want.
He's not
I don't
eating
have to-
Twizzlers, watching Rizzlers.
Well,
Take out from
like the
Subway.
He's a
point
Red
is
Vines
so-
guy.
the point
Yeah.
is that he can.
Oh, okay.
You know, but
Yeah.
here, like they have the food, but it's not allowed to go into this room,
Right.
You know,
And
like,
that's fucked up. It's like, no, you can't eat. You have to focus on the show. I'm your dad. I'm not some Rizzler mechanic that works the TV.
Yes, exactly.
And
yes,
we don't hesitate to kind of break the fourth wall and go out into the crowd and kind of integrate that type of bad behavior into the show.
Yeah.
Like that's something that we kind of bravely do.
That was something I was really impressed with when I went, the way that you would kind of attack the audience. And,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
tell
A couple
them that
people
you
tried
didn't
to
like
take
what they were
pictures of
doing.
us.
Yeah.
It's antagonistic from the jump. That's kind of our thing too. Is where, but look,
I do
don't
this
eat
sort
in
of
our meal.
Sonny Corleone character where I'll like smash the cameras and throw some money down.
He integrates it.
and I kind of work it into the show, and it can get very it's the kind of joke you don't pick up on until far after the show.
yeah.
In the moment, it's actually kind of thrilling and scary.
But that must $8 a ticket. That unless you're,
I'm losing
unless
a lot
you're
of money.
breaking a
I'm
phone
losing a lot of
and
money.
putting down like
We're
two
losing a lot of
$1
money.
bills.
I'm losing.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
we-
started
But that's
ripping my
great.
money in half to make it appear to be more money.
Yeah, sure.
But
And
that
he's been
tricks-
pre-ripping his money like
Before
in
the show.
advance for the show.
When he says if
Because
you have
it's hard
half
to do if you need to do it right there. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of
Money's
hard
harder
to,
to rip
rip
than
it,
you think,
Like,
yeah.
and you say like if you take this piece to the bank, they'll give you the full bill. Like they
Yes,
have to
you
or
just need to
something.
tape it
Yeah,
out.
and you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
tape it, but then they they don't.
Yeah,
That's
there's
not
also
true.
some
It's not
fiber.
true.
Have
That's
to
like
do
a-
it. And
True.
stamps. You can take stamps into. No, that is true.
There's fibers.
Stamps is money. as
You can
well,
use you can use stamps
Cotton.
to buy like
it's currency.
People
well,
have to let
yeah,
you?
you get, but
You can take it to the
specific what you
restaurant.
can
It's true. Like what I've been doing
You
is I've
can
been
certainly
dropping like a
buy-
ton of stamps.
by mail.
I'll smash their phone and
delivery.
they'll drop like maybe page after page of stamps on the ground.
Yeah.
Phones are fucking expensive. It's a lot of stamps.
Yeah.
We have the upside down plane stamp that we're holding on to in case we break
Yeah,
like a
the
really
inverted-
expensive
Oh,
phone.
damn, yeah.
So, but until then, we're just making do with our Sesame Street stamps or
We've had to learn
yeah.
so much about them, stamps, which ones are more valuable, which
yeah.
ones aren't.
It's been fun. It's been a fun ride.
thing.
Yeah.
It's actually been
It's a-
probably the highlight of doing the improv show again. Is
Oh,
getting
yeah.
so going deep on stamps and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
It's been
Yeah.
a really good time going, like being with my buds,
Yeah,
going deep on stamps, getting back to our roots.
making people laugh. A show for the people. That's
Yeah.
the thing too. Is if you're not one of the people, like if you're not,
We're not doing shows for
we're not doing shows.
non-people.
Yeah.
If you're industry, you got to leave.
Yeah, the show's
If you're,
for people.
yeah, it's for people.
Everybody's
Yeah.
worried about the
It's-
Rizzler, and it's
yeah.
like, oh, hey, when the fuck has the Rizzler been on a stamp? He hasn't.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean,
Yeah, when
not
that-
yet.
Not yeah.
Not yet. I mean, maybe it'd be a good idea for the post office, but,
Yeah.
but
Move
the
over
fact
upside
is,
down plane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Here comes
I think
the
your
upside
kid,
down
time to get
Rizzler
right up.
stamp.
Your kid's gonna get real into snail mail soon. Take it from me. If he gets the fucking Rizzler stamps,
Mhm.
damn.
And you guys ever think about doing Fringe?
Doing Fringe or
Fringe.
French?
doing
French.
French, like I
You mean
took
longer
Spanish.
fringe on our coats
French.
than we currently have?
We do
I'm not
perform.
sure.
It's
Hold
worth
on.
bringing up. We didn't wear our costumes for this appearance. We didn't want to freak your audience out. But normally
Your
when we
big
perform,
fringe
we
coats.
wear fringe.
And kind of do little twirls in moments where maybe we don't know what to say in the improv scene, or maybe
Yeah, visually it's
Right.
so arresting.
Yes.
There are so many moments of long silence where I'm just hypnotized by
And we're aiming for
by the
that.
spinning
And
Should
believe it or
let
not,
our-
in those moments where I'm twirling, I am thinking. I'm being like, what should I say? Where are
Yeah.
we? Like, what,
Oh,
what-
yeah.
what even happened?
It feels
before?
like
that
a
guy
really
eating
strong
in the
choice.
crowd, I'm gonna go out there and beat his little fucking ass.
I've attached some beads to my fringe to kind of give me almost like rattlesnake effect.
Yeah, it's hypnotic.
Yeah.
I've got little Christmas bells, like little elf shoe bells at the end of some of my fringe too.
Oh,
Just
wow.
because I used to get lost a little bit before the show. I would be wandering off, and they'd have a
and
hard
I'd
time
find
they'd
him.
find
It'd be
you.
impossible to find this guy. And I thought he was doing kind of like big time in us.
Yeah.
Just showing up late to set kind of thing.
But he
like
was
a big
lost.
actor,
Nope.
but he was completely lost in the
He does-
neighborhood.
Dom, anything on your fringe? Anything attached? I know we had beads here, and I know we had bells.
bells. Yeah.
I'm just
Christmas-type
curious.
bells.
It's there's nothing attached to it, but it's so long.
so nothing.
It's
So
really,
for Dom,
really
we
long.
have nothing
You-
attached.
Well, no, but it's
those
not
are
attached,
long.
but it hits the floor, so I kind of seem to float around.
And trust
okay.
me,
you know?
you wouldn't believe the questions we get asked after the show. They're not about the show. They're not
None.
about the content.
None of
They're
the
all
Q&A is
how
about that.
long that guy's fringe was.
Yeah.
Because it's not a big theater, you know.
Very
it's
small.
not conducive to
We can barely all be on the
enjoying
stage at the same
performance,
time.
even without big stuff hanging off.
Yeah.
you know,
It's without his like weirdly orco movement that he's been doing up there. It works for the show, but
It is
it's
weirdly Orco.
It's weirdly a little Orco,
Mhm.
but when you're in it, you realize
The
this
pest control guy.
there are bugs
Is
there.
it,
There's bu-
yeah.
yeah.
We've got a bug problem.
We have
we
a
could
big
actually
bug
use.
problem.
Yeah.
But what's not? We should say it's not Lyric Hyperion's
No,
fault.
it's our
No.
bugs.
Yeah,
No.
it's our bugs. We brought cicadas and lanternflies in to see who would
Yeah,
win the
you're
fight.
sort of sweeping them into the theater with your fringe. in
That's
a
what we
way.
found. A lot of them
Yeah.
come in on our outfits. So when we
Yes.
do some of these twirls, cicadas are kind of released.
Yeah.
Different bugs.
We thought we would bring them out with us as fast as we brought them in, but that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Kind of once they get out, they're sort of there, and we
kinda
tried to
spread,
use various magics to get them out, but it
Yeah.
doesn't work. like
Japanese
that.
black
don't have to
magic.
say
all
Yeah,
that.
we don't have to
Yeah,
get into
it
all of
doesn't
them,
even-
but we
yeah.
tried
No.
assorted
Yeah.
magics.
We've kind of
No, it's
accumulated a lot of
okay.
tricks in our kind of 20 years of improvising together. We have a lot of little things.
Dom's Fringe is one thing, but you got to see this guy Tuesdays.
It's not. Yeah, it's
Tuesdays
not
from
really.
8 a.m. to 10 a.m. He
Yeah.
walks all the west side of Santa Monica Boulevard and
Wow.
just get. And on Thursdays
Collects.
10 to 12, he's on the other side of the street walking down and just gathering up shit, just
yeah,
cleaning
like
it
crabs and just sand and just like all sorts of shit.
up. all the street crabs.
Yeah.
Street crab, all the crabs up near the beach. Yeah.
And then
so
we-
it's fun.
and this
so
is why
yes,
we don't serve-
have the Rizzler, but we have street crabs.
Yeah, street
We've
crabs.
Look, we don't let you eat during our show.
No.
But do we cook a crab pot for the audience after
Yeah.
the show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dom,
We have
Dom
a crab
collects
boil
street
with the
spoil your
crabs that
appetite
I've
because,
accumulated
yeah.
from the street with my fringe outfit.
And
That's
I'll
what
kind
we.
of
big
flip
crab
my
bar.
Sonny Corleone character, and he'll be a little bit more charming and kind of pinch your cheek and be like, "Try the crabs."
Come on.
Yeah, this Sonny Corleone
street
character
crab
has come
cowboy.
along so much. Can I just say your Sonny Corleone character is really, I feel like, dimensionalized.
I appreciate
Since we
it.
started
it's
this
grown.
show.
It's grown, and like
He's a
you
de
can look-
facto host of the show, and
Yeah, he
and-
comes out and greets. We don't come out for the first 20 minutes.
And it
'cause-
is kind of complicated because Ben has all these different versions of the Sonny Corleone character that I think it's just his personality. at this
It's
Right.
but like when you look back at the early versions of the show, which aren't recorded, and
No,
we can't
so-
actually
but when you
show
do look
footage
back
of,
at
we
them-
can't look
but
back.
when you
yeah.
look back in your mind at them, they were
We
like
do a
pretty-
collective memory
Yeah.
therapy with a MDMA specialist.
so
and
it's
we all-
imprinted. We do an imprint after a memory imprint
Every
after
show
every
we
show.
do an imprint with a memory specialist with mushrooms and MDMA.
we can't. We call it hippie flipping. They
flipping,
call
sure.
Yeah,
they
sure.
call
Yeah,
it
of
memory
course.
imprinting, and it helps us never forget the show because we refuse to repeat ourselves month to month. You know that's
No,
one
we
thing,
never
yeah.
say a
And
single.
whatever you do not call it hippie flipping in front of these people. They will get so fucking mad.
and it'll almost
It's like,
ruin your trip.
Yes, and it's like wildly out of character for them. I mean, they get so
At a certain
mad.
point, that's what gets imprinted on the memory.
Yes.
the anger
And-
Yeah,
that they
just that
starting
feel.
you were
think
in
like
trouble.
that.
And while we're throwing
Yeah.
out advice, Turkish hippie flip is a slur as well.
Yep.
It's something we
Okay.
learned the hard way.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So let's
I'll
I'll
keep saying all the things that are slurs so no one else says them. Okay.
Well, as long as you're saying, "Hey, this is a slur not to say," my understanding is that's
Because that's
sort of
almost
its
like a
own tiny black
forensic.
magic
That's like an
protection
analytical.
over
Yeah,
over whatever it is.
it's very smart to
Very
do that. It's
smart.
very smart
Yeah.
to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think like we've done obviously a lot of exploration of what the show is and why you guys do it and why it's so important to come out.
Yeah.
But what I thought could be fun to do, just because we have all of the pretty funny guys here, and Hayes and I are fans, even if his kid would rather see the Rizzler.
Hard to blame him.
And we wanted to maybe as a promotion say, let's hear a little improv. And I know you hate
Oh my
recording
God!
it,
Wow.
but we're
hold
not
on.
gonna.
All right.
But we'll hear a little bit of improv, like one of the scenes that you might do in the show.
They didn't tell us.
Oh my
about
God!
this.
All right, hold
but
on.
that's what makes it improv.
True.
And so
Ah.
I thought that it could be cool for everyone to say, hey, this is the kind of thing you might hear if you go to the theater and maybe shell out that $8, right?
Mhm.
And leave your phone at home. And
Yeah, please,
let's be a
please, unless
stamp
you want a fourth
collector.
wall breaking.
yeah.
And I'll just like be gentle with me a little bit because like I it's been a really long time since I've done anything like this. We've just kind of been in the studio
Sure.
doing this, and it's just like
hosting, interviewing.
it's a big leap
and-
for me, and
yeah.
like
Well, we're in your environment. We're used to the being with the people, kind of having them shoulder to shoulder with us. So this will be interesting for
Yeah.
us too.
Yeah, I think it could be fun. And so
but we're also
I-
desperate to get asses in seats, and we know what kind of listenership you guys have based in the Silver Lake area.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're down to clown as we
Okay.
say.
Yeah, let's clown.
But we're
Yeah.
gonna do improv, not clown. Sorry, Chad Damiani.
No, please. We are not part of the clown
That's
community.
different.
It's a different thing that we can't do.
We've expressed interest in joining the clown community. We've
Yeah.
Submitted countless resumes, and they just
I've done
Natalie
the makeup.
Palmides
Yeah,
will not
Clown
let us
Night
in.
Live
Yeah.
rejected us. We
Yeah,
all
I send a packet
mhm.
to Clown Night Live.
Yeah,
But haven't heard much.
I haven't heard jack shit.
No one's
and
responded.
We don't want to get stuck on this, but like it's a touchy area.
No,
But
but
we-
yeah, I know that you had. I think you had your interview with Clown Michaels, right? Where you
Mhm.
actually
Yeah.
went in and
I went
I
in,
waited
talked-
so long to go in. How long did you wait?
He had me there. I was in one of my clown heroes' dressing rooms
Oh, okay.
forever, eating his clown candy from like the off season, and I'm there starving. I'm there for hours,
yeah.
and then I meet with clown Lauren.
Man, from Clown and
Clown
Thompson's
Lord
dressing room to
Michaels.
Clown Lord
Clown
Michaels.
Lord Michaels.
I think you called it Clown Michaels.
Clown Lord
Clown Michaels.
Clown
His
Why?
name is actually Clown Lorne
Clown
Michaels.
Lord
Okay.
Michaels.
Clown Michaels.
Because then these are three different guys we're talking about.
Yeah.
But they run Clown Night Live. Yeah.
Yes.
Those
It's
are
a
the-
kind of
It
a
is different,
Cerberus of-
and I'm not like a student of this stuff, but my understanding is that clowning is about like moving around, which what you guys do is not.
There's
No.
not enough
There's
space.
not enough
I mean,
space.
without our fucking
It's really
fringe
tight.
here.
There's
Normally
some
we're
twirling
so
that happens.
physical.
Clowning is about like moving around. You can talk sometimes, but it's like it's really
it's
like
frowned upon if
you're
you
moving
talk.
around and you're talking, and you're like doing. You can do like jokes and stuff.
There's an
like
element
funny
of
jokes.
clowning. The reason we thought we'd be good at clowning is because there's something antagonistic with the crowd of like, I dare you to
Yeah.
like, interact with me.
Yes.
yeah, which is I feel that way all the time.
yeah, that's how I feel as an audience member. I feel like I'm always being dared.
I'm
Yeah.
ready to be interactive.
But the way
with.
you guys do it is like
Thank
is-
you.
We got a
Thank
lot
you.
of sick
Thank you.
daredevils in the audience
Thank
for a while too. We can't get stuck on that. But yeah, let's clown or
Oh, yeah,
you know,
we're gonna
our
clown?
Yeah,
Are we
but
gonna-
let's not.
No,
clown.
we're not.
sorry,
No,
we're gonna
we're
improv, we're gonna improv.
we're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
going to do that.
Let's do a little bit of improv, and so
okay.
Kevin, I had asked him to kind of collect some suggestions.
Oh
Get
God,
us into
they got
some
you in on this,
scenes.
Kevin.
Oh, Kevin. The least you could have done is let us know, man. I feel.
I'm gonna
fucking-
remember this.
Zip zap zap. Zip
Wait,
zap
so
zap,
what?
zip,
So
zap,
what's the?
Zip, zap, zap,
What
zip,
is the?
zap,
For,
zap.
the
Tudikadum, tudikadum, tudikadum,
Zip, zip, zip.
tudikadum.
Okay, I'm good.
Kevin is gonna share. He's gonna share a suggestion that he got
That's right.
from social media or something.
That's right.
Okay.
The suggestion is medicine.
Medicine. I wonder
Okay.
what they'll do with that.
Okay.
Ooh, wow. You know what the perfect medicine is? It's a night of looking at cowboy TV.
Oh yeah. Kick back here, have a little sip of the old medicine, while taking a look at the medicinal TV in front of us.
Pass me some medicine, please. By which I mean a big pack of marshmallows. Roast up on the old cowboy TV.
Should I throw another log on the cowboy TV, or are people happy with what's on now?
That'll change the channel. Get better reception.
Here we go.
You know, a lot of people on their regular TVs watch medical dramas. But for cowboy TV, it's one of these logs is sick and it's got to burn up.
Absolutely.
Logs anatomy.
Yeah,
the good log.
Tex, you got something you trying to say,
Sure.
Tex?
Tex,
What
everything
is
okay
it?
over there?
What's going on, Tex?
Tex Boots.
Tex Boots, I live and breathe. You're about to speak for the first time
Tex
ever.
Boots, I barely heard you sneak up on me. Wow, this must be one heck of a fire. And by fire, I mean cowboy TV. It's even rattled Tex Boots. That is a big surprise.
All right, Mr. Boots, out with it.
Come on now.
Let's hear it.
Why did the sound start?
I don't know. We're not wearing headphones or anything.
Yeah, we don't know
None of
what
us
sound
have
You
Have
can't
headphones
hear
on.
this.
Is
There's
there
a
sound?
fire sound.
Oh, that's perfect, actually,
Oh,
for where
wow,
the
that's
scene
perfect
wound
for the
up.
But
scene.
why?
Clever.
But why
Clever.
did that
Very
start?
clever.
That really
Kevin.
matches the scene.
You're kind of part of the show.
It
That's
stopped now, but it was playing a second ago. There was a fire.
That
sound.
happens to us
So-
a lot at the lyrics. Someone will start a fire during our show, and we'll hear
Yeah.
it, and then we'll just roll.
We'll smell.
with
I
it.
Do you-
smell it.
Is that
first.
why
That's
this
improv.
happened?
I have no idea why it happened. I don't have headphones on.
Yeah,
It's just
none
kind of
us
where
have
the scene took
headphones.
us, I guess.
We're sort of more in. I know you're used to like being digitally connected, and that's why you
It
have to
was
have the
the- it
headphones
was
on
the
at all
same-
times.
Well, and I know
It
no
was
one's...
the same sound from Cowboy TV. You started doing the same Cowboy TV
I rolled
characters.
with the suggestion. I thought.
Yeah.
Medicine.
You
I think,
talked
was what
first.
Medicine,
I know, and I
think,
said
was
like
what,
medicine is like cowboy TV.
You know,
to
what's
these
medicinal,
cowboys.
what's healing,
yes,
right,
It's
like-
watching.
And
You're
Hayes,
just
can I
taking
give
it
you a
into
note
another-
real quick? Is that okay? Are we giving notes?
Well, why not? I mean, we're all trying to make each other.
I don't know
better.
if you could tell, but we were kind of teeing you up to be a guy named Tex.
Yeah.
Did you
Textbooks.
get that feeling? Tex
And this
Boots?
was like your first time talking.
and I think we were...
So that can be a gift. A statement like that can be a real
And
gift.
you
in
chose
a
to
scene.
take that gift and say, "Why is this sound in my headphones?" You're the only one wearing.
So-
But that is a
Yeah.
choice.
And it didn't
That's the
feel like
choice you
Tex
made.
was saying
I
it. Did it
agree.
feel like it was
It did
Hayes
not
not
feel
sound like
saying
that.
that?
felt
felt
like
like
Hayes.
Hayes.
If like
It
if
sounded
we
like
were
Hayes.
at the Lyric Hyperion, my Sonny Corleone character probably would have beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
If this was at the
Of
Lyric
course.
Hyperion, we would of course rolled with it when the fourth guy just randomly joined the scene. But when the fifth guy didn't do what he was
And
supposed to
started
do, you would
talking
have got
to
your
the
So
sound
fucking
guy.
ass stamped out.
because I agree, I didn't do a great job in the scene, but people really were paying a lot of attention to the fact that I hadn't been talking that much when Gabrus didn't talk that much either.
He
Yeah,
did talk.
It's not
though.
a, no. We should. You don't
He
need to
was
keep
talking.
score like that. I don't think
My
that's
character-
helpful.
my
It's not
character
a
was
zero-sum
flossing.
game.
My character was flossing
Okay.
because he had just had.
He was
I
doing
didn't
object
see you
work.
moving like you were flossing, but I guess that's
This
more
is audio.
clown.
This is a radio.
And I mean,
primarily,
like,
yeah,
and it's just one scene. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we do a bunch
Yeah,
of these
But,
types
but
of
this
scenes.
is my question. This is
Yeah,
my
go ahead, go
like the fire is the most confusing thing for me. Like, I don't know why that would start playing
because we started looking
because
at
the
a fire,
suggestion
so-
was medicine.
You
Yeah.
must have seen
Even
us
as
start
a
to look.
suggestion, I don't that actually I should have said something then
Okay.
because that didn't feel like a
But that we
normal
didn't- Tex
suggestion to
wasn't
me
talk-
at all.
supposed to talk
Maybe
yet,
we
so maybe
roll with it. Maybe we do another one where we just kind of roll with it and like.
It's
we
an
just,
A to
is it-
C
Yeah,
thing.
maybe
It's an A
instead
to
of
C
like
thing.
being outside the scene and judging it and going, "This is what I thought would happen," because I think that's a really bad way to approach improv. Is to go like, "Oh, I expected this," or "I didn't expect that."
It's like
that's
you can't-
constructive, and
can't
that's a
have-
constructive note.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that what you should
This is
just
good.
do is go like, "Okay, this is what's happening. How
Okay.
can I either add to it or
But what-
complement,
okay,
you
Like,
know,
like
Okay,
let's not
okay,
worry
okay.
about like your weird feelings with Gabrus.
just
Yeah,
agree
yeah.
to."
I'll try to talk more.
Yeah, whatever
Yeah,
kind of
then it's like a
competitive thing
I'm
you had as
sorry.
Gabrus
and
about
I
you
should not.
talking
I
more.
should not have made it about that. I was
Like,
reacting to the
whatever,
fact that I felt
weird
like I was
shit,
getting
like maybe
beat
you
up on.
You and Gabrus
But it's
buried
not.
it.
But it's not about like how anyone.
Jesus, I can't even fucking talk now.
I'm sorry, Gabrus.
That's all right,
and,
man.
and,
It's
and
okay.
Hayes.
It's okay.
Can we go back to the
Well,
get a new
so
suggestion?
Has
Just
my
always
so we
had
instinct
a
is
thing
to
with you.
explain it to Dom and Gabe,
Yeah. Well, you know what?
but I feel
find it be a really
stupid
good theory.
explaining
Hayes,
it. But like, I
Hayes,
will say it out loud. Sorry, just 1 second, please. So, Bang and Sean have so many times on this show done this thing where like they have been trying to introduce a concept called Cowboy TV
Oh,
to
like
the
a
show,
fire.
where they
That's correct,
Yes.
Gabrus. It is a fire to the
We're-
Cowboys.
we're-
but,
we're-
like,
I
for
got
them,
that
that's
sense
their
from the
TV.
scene. I
For
got
them,
that.
it's
That's
their
kinda like what we
TV.
were doing.
Yeah, yeah,
That's their TV.
And it just kind of
yeah.
naturally happened. in
So you
the
don't have
kind
a
of-
So
TV
you
when
all
you're
knew
out
that
on
was
the
you
range,
all- okay.
you know?
So did we kind of back into an old idea? Is
I
that
guess
what?
So you
Oh,
did
okay,
know
that's
about
fair.
that
I
because this
guess
is
that's
what was
fair.
making me feel kind of stupid. Is it seemed like you guys might have known what Cowboy TV
How the
was.
fuck would I know what Cowboy TV is? You think I like pick random episodes?
But
to
you
try
just
to...
heard Cowboy TV and you automatically
That's a
said,
campfire
"Oh,
right
a
there.
fire."
That's
I
a
don't
fire.
Well, it makes
Every-
sense because Cowboys didn't have TV, but they would sit and stare at the fire.
And
for
fires are
hours.
hypnotic
Well,
in the
that's
same
entertainment,
primal
you
way
know what
that
I mean?
the
Yeah,
television.
it's
Every
like-
artist has a signature, and like I hear a John Williams score, I can tell it's John Williams, even though it's a different score. And maybe my fallback is stuff that's kind of like Cowboy TV.
Yeah,
maybe
there's a
that's the groove
folksy
I
sort of
found.
American.
It's either that or
element,
Corleone, I think,
know?
for you, basically.
Yeah, the
That's
wide
kind of
open
where you
West.
live.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
put Corleone above
Well,
Cowboy
so now
TV,
that I think
really.
Sonny Corleone is
he's a
is
bit
in
of a
many
cowboy.
ways a cowboy.
Yeah, he's a bit of a cowboy.
That was his
Yeah.
fatal flaw.
Yes.
Yeah, Cavalier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this isn't something that happens in the show a lot.
I haven't heard that character in the show.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
No.
that again, like sometimes you back into stuff. You go like, oh, this is kind of like a sketch I did. Oh, this is kind of like, but it's all just kind of.
Also, we do so much freaky, mystical stuff beforehand, including today, that like
Yeah.
I never know what's going to come out of my mouth.
Yeah,
or
we
these
got
guys.
Reiki.
I'm more
we
of a
got Reiki
conduit.
healed
What's
right
your
before
what's
we
your
came out
what's
here.
your accusation? Like, it just feels like there's like a something of a.
It's-
I wasn't going to say it, but thank you, Sean.
yeah,
What is the
it does
accusation
feel like
exactly?
you
What
are.
is
You
the
believe
exact-
there's some conspiracy or something.
the fact. So to me, it's most, and I keep coming back to this. I'm sorry, and I know
Mm-hmm.
you can't hear it. It's the fact that the fire started playing because that suggests to me that there's like a pre-planned thing.
But none of us
where-
knew about it.
You know what? I'm just
Yeah,
going to
you know,
out
you
it.
can't hear
Like
it.
I follow Hayes on Letterboxd, And last night he watched The Net. And I think that's kind of what's happening
So
here.
you're paranoid.
Is
You're a
like
little
he's
paranoid.
kind of paranoid
I
about.
don't
You
think
want
that
us to
has
do
anything
Beethoven's
You
to do
can't
with
watch
it.
that movie that late,
Mozart's
bud. That'll
Ghost.
just get you all paranoid.
Yes, no, this isn't Mozart's Ghost. Okay, this isn't
the
some
band that
secret
Sandra Bullock listens to
program.
in The Net. Yeah.
Okay.
Dennis Miller isn't here. We're not in the net.
So maybe shake off.
Okay, babe.
Yeah, oh, maybe he is here. Maybe he is here.
We spoke too
Maybe
soon.
he'll show up in the next scene.
Okay, all right.
Not to
Let's see.
plan ahead.
Why don't
but-
have you ever heard of art therapy at all, Hayes? Like, it's the concept is the concept is
I
that
just-
like, art
yeah.
can kind of heal, and maybe we should do another scene and try to snap
To
you
kind of
out
heal that first scene.
Kevin said we had like about 8,000 suggestions we had to get through. Yeah. So do you want to pick a second one? We'll
And so
just do-
that was the one you picked out of 8,000 was medicine.
Yeah.
It's good. It wasn't food, which is actually a
Who was
very
that
common
from?
one.
Todd.
What's
Okay.
up, Todd? Thanks so
Thank
much.
you, Todd. That was
Hey,
a
shout
kick-ass
out,
suggestion.
Todd. Keep on listening. Keep on.
See you at the
making
Lyric
suggestions like that
Hyperion.
one.
every
love you,
third
bud.
Monday. It's
Third Monday, 7:15. See you there.
Sync up.
You can buy tickets at eventbrite.com/prettyfunny
So what-
114256.
So what happened was you just started
Yeah.
doing a cowboy type character
Yeah, I don't know. Medicine has just made me think
based
of
on
like,
hearing medicine.
Yeah.
Well, we
Those-
do
those
what's called A to
connections you
C,
make.
right? Where you go like medicine makes you think of this.
We're not
you
going
don't
to
wanna-
immediately be doctors
I'm a doctor.
selling medicine.
No,
What's
no, no.
medicine? What's
Did the
medicine for
fire-
the soul? A good fire.
There, boom, A
Yeah.
to B to C. So
Old
you want to
Crow
go A to
medicine
C with
show,
these.
Yeah.
That's
right?
what we're
And now I honestly can't remember if the fire was starting before or after you started.
And
it was,
you know
You're the
what?
only one that heard
I
the
was-
fire, so
Yeah,
you have
so
to
the
tell
fire
us.
shit,
I
like-
can't help you with the fire part of it.
And
I
Do we
didn't
know
hear that.
who started the fire sound effect? It's got to be Kevin, right?
I mean, I keep looking at him, but like,
I mean, last time I checked, it's always been burning since the world's been turning.
Okay.
This guy's ready to go.
How can we sleep
Get
while
this
the
man a
fire?
suggestion.
somebody-
He's
was that
going
Did,
Billy
did you start
Joel
doing
mode.
the fire, Kevin?
The suggestion is skincare.
Skincare.
Thank you.
Thank you for skincare.
Is this what?
Ooh.
We're gonna do another scene, I think.
skincare.
Okay.
Skincare.
The fire's playing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this drying my skin out over here.
The fire drying your skin out a little
Okay,
bit.
the fire.
I
the
wouldn't
fire's
mind a
playing
little
again right
ointment, a little.
That
a
didn't
little
really
I got a
sound
little
like a
beef
cowboy.
tallow. You want to rub it on there?
Yeah, but perhaps that could be a soothing balm because I sat a little too close to the cowboy TV
This is-
and
this is-
got
this is
myself
cowboy
a
TV.
bit of a burn.
I leaned in for one of my favorite parts on the show of Cowboy TV, and I tell you, I got my nose burned. It singed it.
It singed it, and then did you notice it died down almost
This
like
is
it
the
was
same.
cutting a commercial?
This is the same.
Oh, that
really
was
Sorry,
a commercial
sorry.
break
Now
for
I've
sure.
seen this episode of
Okay,
Cowboy
keep
TV
it
before,
keep
but
it
it's
playing.
fresh
Keep the
for me.
fire playing, Kevin, because I
Who are
want
you
to talk to
talking
you about this
Big,
too.
excuse me.
You can
text
keep doing
boots.
your scene if
Text
you want to. I just need to
Text boots.
I just need to share
Text
what's
boots. There's a
happening.
snake near you.
My name is Hayes
Text.
Davenport. I am not Tex Boots.
Tex is having
There's-
some sort
Oh.
of out-of-body experience.
He
Text.
thinks he's a
What's going on with
podcaster
Text?
named Hayes
This-
Davenport. A podcaster turned kind of like good
He's
citizen.
in the future.
There's We're sorry.
No.
No.
We just
No.
gotta let him have this.
Mr.
Let's
Boots,
let him
take
go
your
through it.
time, Mr.
Tex
Boots.
Boots is channeling something. Wow. He was put in a trance by the Cowboy TV and hypnotized to believe that he's a
I was really
podcaster.
ready to do improv. I was nervous about doing it, but
Be
I
the
was
first time
excited
ever
to
that
like
you were ready to do
to
improv.
like to.
Would
to-
be the
doing
first
some
time ever
sort
you
of
were ready
it's
to do
not.
evil
It's not the
Scottish
first time.
magic.
It's just
It
been
would
a
be the
long
first time you were ever ready
It's just
to do
been a
improv.
long time since I've done it, and that's not. It's just been a long time.
Now, what's going on with your skincare conditions over there, sir?
That doesn't sound like a cowboy to me.
Well, what
That's
you
the
talking
thing that's got
about?
me-
I'm watching
Okay,
Cowboy
okay.
TV.
No,
I'm a
I've-
Turkish sniper.
I've heard enough. Okay,
All
like
right.
can you lay off Gabrus for 5
It's
fucking
like-
minutes?
But that's
I'm sorry,
that to
you
me
tell
is
me
like
I'm
the
not
only
talking-
thing that I have to go on. That's like that doesn't sound like cowboy TV.
So, now
that's why I feel kind of crazy.
Scene 1, I talk not enough. Scene 2, I talk wrong. Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
And let's not give Gabrus notes all the time. I actually liked a lot of what he was doing in
Yeah.
the scene. It wasn't
It
perfect,
was
but it was
adding
but
stuff to it.
But
It's like I got the
I don't think
idea.
like,
was
perfect.
valid.
I'm not
It's not perfect.
criticizing
It's not
doing
supposed to
something
be.
that's not like I love that it wasn't like a
Hayes,
like
can I give you a note? Is it okay
Okay.
to give you
like
a note?
readable
Are we
cowboy
doing that?
shit.
Are we doing
Yeah,
that?
Dom's
I think-
actually been pretty kind with his
Hayes,
notes.
I
I
think
felt-
they've
wasn't
been
participating in the
constructive.
scene.
I felt like
and I,
within
and I
the scene-
wanted to. No, there was no within the
You
scene.
were
Well,
I
definitely-
wasn't in it.
Within the scene, I felt like
that's
you were
the
a little
no.
detached.
Yeah.
Does
I
that make
wasn't
sense?
participating
I
in the
felt a
scene at all.
detachment.
That's-
As soon as
yeah.
I heard the fire
You're-
again,
Now that
You're in
Dom says it,
agreement.
I felt it a little too. You
Kevin
seemed a
didn't
little
answer
out
my
of the scene.
question
Right.
about like where the fire was
See,
coming
and
from.
then
Well, you're not
even
supposed to ask
more.
You
questions.
just started doing it. I
Guys,
didn't-
we're all talking over each other.
Stop.
Let's just
Yeah,
go
let's
through
stop.
what
Let's stop.
happened. Boots was a character Hayes was playing who was having some sort of
I
epileptic
said
fit.
I said that my name was not Tex Boots.
Well, we took that as a
which
gift.
We were
took
able
that as a
we were
gift.
able to use as a gift. That was a statement, and we used that to sort of create more context around the scene. And because we all operated in agreement, I think we were able to support your choice.
but the fact
Yeah.
that this
Could have
happened
been
again
damaging.
the second time.
And I actually think part of the problem is
And I
you're having
shouldn't
you're having a hard time breaking out of being Tex right now. And
That's
getting
has
back, you're
absolutely
committing
nothing to
too
do with
hard to
Butler
Cowboy
stuck as
TV.
Elvis.
It's
Yeah.
admirable.
And my mistake was actually going with it as much as I did the first
Yeah.
time. It was so obviously that you were just trying to do Cowboy TV. I don't know why
I
I,
don't
even
want-
for a second thought that you just organically fell
Okay,
into the
let's
scene.
stop. Let's stop.
Scene
Hang on.
and
That's
scene.
what I want to do.
Hey,
That's
Hayes
great.
and scene.
That's
Hayes.
great for
And
me.
scene. Thank
And
you,
scene.
Hayes.
Great job, Hayes.
That's
Good
okay.
job.
That
Let me
wasn't
say-
the scene.
Let me
That-
jog in front
We
of him.
can't,
and
we,
see
can't
if
go,
that-
we can't break the fourth wall every time, but I do think every once in a while it's like
It can be
a
cool.
fun. Yeah, it's like paprika. You don't need a ton of it, but you just
But
hit
like
it.
maybe leave it here and don't bring it home.
I mean,
and-
do you want to initiate a scene or something? Like, it feels like the jumping off point is giving you like, I don't know. I mean, I don't.
What do you mean initiate?
do you need a
like,
safe word
just-
or
Like,
Yeah,
like someone could
start
give a
the scene.
suggestion, and then you could start the scene. It feels like
Do you need a safe word?
have. Do you need a safe word as well?
a safe word?
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
Ben suggested a safe word, which
Like
I thought
for
was
having
interesting.
sex? Like,
I mean, this isn't normal for improv scenes, but I haven't worked with somebody of your caliber of commitment, and maybe like a safe word, or this is something like in the
something to
hippie-
let us know,
Yeah.
you know,
Becoming
that you're
too
not
much for
enjoying
you.
it.
It's too much.
Because part of your character seemed to be that
You're
you
saying,
weren't
like,
enjoying it.
Our Turkish guru sometimes frequently will work in a subliminal code word that can kind of snap us out of it if shit goes wrong.
Yeah, for us for a while it was Cowboy TV.
snaps us out of our like. Yeah.
Not anymore. We've had to switch safe words.
But you okay?
And that was him, and that's another one of these weird.
I'm sorry. and
Look
I
at the
hate
clock.
to keep
Like
I hate to keep
11:11 is on
returning
the
to this,
fucking
Jesus,
clock.
this
Holy
one
shit.
guy, but he said that was not a concept
Yeah.
that he'd ever been familiar with, and now
It's
he's
more of a
saying
mantra than
that's
a
a
no, I
term
said
that
I'm
he was.
familiar with the concept. I'm not born
No, you
under a
didn't.
fucking
Hey,
rock.
look at your
I'm
watch.
not familiar with.
It's 11:11. The more you recognize that, the more you'll see it everywhere. This is just weird connections that happen, and there's a connection between all of us. And on stage, that happens,
Yeah.
and we'll be connected.
11:44.
Have you not heard of Cowboy
but you're
TV
going to
as
start
an
seeing that
expression?
everywhere now.
You're gonna start seeing 1144 everywhere.
also-
Have I not heard
That's
of Cowboy TV? Wait,
Pretty
what?
fucking weird, right? It's 11:44, 1144.
right?
He was half fucking right, dude. By hip fire, and that's the magic of improv.
That's a gift.
God, and maybe
Yeah,
it was 11:11 if you've been in some sort of fugue state for that much longer.
All right. So any notes for me?
But
And then we'll
why?
do another one.
But why? I don't
What
understand
notes do you have for
why.
Gabrus?
What notes
Get
do you
him
have
out,
for
man.
Gabrus?
Cowboy TV
Hit me with
here.
some notes, and then we'll
I
do
got
another one.
I got a note. Kicked ass, man.
Yeah.
Great
Thank you.
job.
Hey,
Guys,
man,
thank you,
a little
guys.
too funny. Save some for us.
All right, you got it. That's a classic note I used to get all the time.
That really
Shout out
is.
George Bedecker. That my deaf level 1 teacher told me fuck off at the class show.
Oh wow,
Deaf. I don't.
Mhm.
it's a true story. Hey,
This is like local.
This guy-
color.
this is
I
like
didn't
this is a
real
little
life.
local.
Try to make it
We've been
more
doing this a long
specific.
time. We've had these like old school
Mhm.
instructors who couldn't always hear.
All right. So new suggestion now with Hayes's notes.
Why don't,
and I-
hey, do you want to start? You want to have the first line of the scene? Does that make you more comfortable? You feel like you're getting sort of cornered by
Well,
some of the
what
work that we're doing.
I'll tell you what I'm worried about.
Okay.
Like, I'm
Uh-huh.
worried that I'll do the first line, and then the fire sound is going to start, and then you guys will start doing.
But we don't even
Cowboy
hear the
TV.
fire
I can't
sound.
control the
I
fire
can't hear the
sound.
fire
I don't
sound.
hear it.
I don't know.
But
I'm
honestly-
assuming
But
it's there.
regardless of that,
We
the
have
fire
to take
sound.
your word on this.
The fire sound is
Okay.
happening.
Okay,
Can
It
I
is
believe
happening.
you?
Kevin
I believe you, and I
Kevin
believe
won't
you.
say anything except what the
I
word
believe
is
you.
to start the scene.
I believe
he won't
you.
say anything
We
else.
believe
So
Hey, man,
okay,
we'll
Hayes,
help you.
You've said what you're worried
believe
about.
Hayes.
Can I say what I'm worried about?
That's great.
I'm worried that we're all going to be kind of in flow on this scene that feels really fun and alive, and one of the players will kind of grind it to a halt by complaining.
Let's say
it could be
hypothetically
it could be
it's Ben.
anyone
Okay.
here.
And Ben is
well,
caught
I
up
think
on
this
some
is.
random sound
I think
effect.
you're talking about me.
No, we just
No,
said
no, no.
maybe
I
it's
just
Ben.
said it was me. I'm being like a fucking real stick in the mud.
About I'm hearing things and no one else
Ruining
is
it.
hearing.
I'm
kinda
like ruining everybody's good
but
time.
then what is
Okay.
like doing the same thing over and over? Is that like again? I haven't done this in a long time, but
Let's
it
just
feels
say.
like,
Let's just say.
I don't know if it's a reference to Cowboy TV and what you've been doing on shows before. Like I don't understand.
Well, let's just say to clear the air.
Yeah.
Bang and I have brought the concept of Cowboy TV to you multiple times as a podcast,
Yes.
as
Movie,
a TV show.
thank
We have
you.
talked.
TV show
We have
series.
talked about
yes,
that.
It's
Yes.
happened.
I believe
This I don't know.
Yeah,
this,
okay, that's neat.
and you should
Okay, you
because
use
it's been our
Cowboy
own,
TV as a
I'm
as a
familiar with
safe word.
Cowboy
that was not.
watching
We have
the
nothing
fire.
to do with that. That was
That
our
was
guru
just our
gave us
guru.
that.
Okay.
You're putting
That's
our
but
guru's
Your
words in our
Turkish
mouth.
guru.
Our
separate
Turkish
from
guru,
Dom and
which we can
Gabrus, and I'm
say.
sorry
And you
guys
were
have
never
to be
like
here
that's
for
so
this.
crazy. That's something that I've been doing on another
I
podcast.
see the magic all around us, so that
Okay.
doesn't
You know,
totally
it's
shock
11-11,
me.
right?
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
Okay.
you see it. You'll see it
That's
more.
fine. That's fine.
11:44 in your case.
So that's been happening on
only happens twice a day.
when
That's true.
when Bang comes on here, that's been happening. You concede that often you've been like trying to
Well,
shoehorn
all-
Cowboy TV into it.
I don't know
and
if we
make,
shoehorned
make
it. I
me
think
do it or make me listen to it. Like
It
I
happens.
don't.
I just want to like.
And it does get me pissed off, and I don't know if that's like the idea is to.
It has
No.
organically arisen,
Note
but
taken.
yes, and speaking of note taken, what you said last time, a direct quote, people can go back and listen to the episode, was if there were more cowboys, I would be 100% in on
That
this.
absolutely not something
That
I've
is
ever
okay.
said.
What you
That's
said.
never
Yes.
never
So,
been an
it's
issue
so
for me.
While this is maybe a happy
36:10,
accident,
I actually know how deep into the podcast. It was weirdly 11 minutes 44 seconds into the last episode we did.
That's-
you brought up
that's 100%
wanting to have
true.
more cowboys on Cowboy TV. The last time I was
Yeah, I
on,
can't picture them getting to a point in the first 11 minutes.
Because last time you were on there to promote another podcast that we've spent a lot of time on. Now I don't even know if that one was real because then you went out of the room to like go
well, I
play
can
it.
assure you that
Go play a clip of it, and it was just Cowboy TV.
I can assure you that our show is real. You can look it up online if
and
you
it
must.
really is pretty funny.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's what we
Are you doing that other show still?
Pretty funny. Every third
We
Monday.
do
The
it
other
every Monday.
podcast.
My other
7:15.
podcast. You can find it. The Raj tapes. It's out there. Yeah, people loved it.
Okay, because I've been worried that loved it. You're saying you're not doing it
Well,
anymore.
it was just season 1 is out. I might do another season
Sorry to
2
touch
at,
you.
at
Oh
some
my
point,
God.
but I don't know.
care.
Okay, because I've been
I'm
sort of
not
worried about
uptight.
like
I'm not-
that wasn't real and
Sometimes
that was just
touching
a,
happens in these scenes.
And
you
that was
have
just
to
a
be
way to
physically
do-
comfortable with
All
your
right, Kevin,
teammates
one more
on stage.
suggestion.
And let's just let Hayes start it.
Yeah, Hayes,
Okay.
kick this off, man.
You
Just
go
give
first.
me
I wanna
one
do the
second.
scene
Give
that
me
Hayes
just give me
wants to
one
do.
second.
We're-
Give me
Remember,
one
we're
second.
just using suggestions from Todd, right?
Just Todd.
This is
Todd.
Todd again.
Thank you,
yeah,
Todd.
he's on it.
He's
Okay.
really good at
and
this. He's
use
really
all
good at
this.
this.
There's
It's
a lot.
Todd Bieber,
Okay,
am I
just
right?
let me-
Todd
Todd
Bieber.
But can we wait a second where like we
And I know there's a lot of heavy
let me
shit
hear what it
happening.
is and let me think about it for a second.
Yes,
okay?
please,
I just
please.
need,
There's
like,
no-
and I know that's not like a traditional.
No, you can
No,
think
no,
about it a
think
little.
about it.
Yeah, of course. You got some time.
Okay.
That's why we say thank you. It's to get an extra few seconds of thought.
The suggestion from Todd is tenured.
Okay,
Tenured.
great.
Tenured.
Thank you.
Tenured.
Tenured.
Thank you. Tenured.
Thank you, Todd.
Tenured.
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 That's correct.
Which
Tenured.
spelling bee?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
He knew how to spell that.
Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Well,
No.
it's the 10-year anniversary of the first time I saw a Cowboy TV.
Tex Boots, take your time, sir. Just whenever you're ready.
No
Sit
one
down.
rushed Tex Boots.
He's a little
in the
chill.
zone. Thanks for coming by to the 10-year anniversary.
It's good to gather all our friends around, Tex Boots included, even though he's having a rough time of it.
Well, he's been having a bad go, and
Has
I'll
he
be
seen
honest,
this
I've been
episode?
annoyed with him. I've been getting mad with him.
He made the first choice, being annoyed, and we're all okay with that.
Now, Tex, have you seen this episode of Cowboy TV before?
Wow, we got ourselves a Scottish cowboy.
Well, what do you know? I guess
So-
there's all
Wrangler.
different sizes and shapes of
Oh,
cowboys.
Tex, go ahead, my friend.
Okay.
Turkish
well, I actually am. So,
cowboys.
I do want to talk as Tex because I feel like that's the only way that anyone will.
Only way
And
you
like,
can
you
talk,
are-
Tex.
Anyway,
that's-
anyone will listen to what I'm saying. So, like, can I actually talk for a second? There's a fire here. I can hear it in my head.
Oh, I can feel it, and I'm
I
watching
feel
it.
that fire, and I'm
okay.
watching.
I'd love to switch the
And
channel.
it must be sweep because the fire's doing some big attention-grabbing licks of the sky.
Yep, all the fireflies are gathered around too, so you know that means good ratings.
Pop, crackle, kablooey.
So, we're all cowboys. We're all here, and I actually
You got that right.
So, how did we agree to all be here? Like, how did we all agree to
This
be
brings,
doing this right now?
You know
Like,
what's
this
funny
is what.
this brings me back to the popsicle thing of like, wouldn't it be great?
Are
to
you
have,
not cowboys
Wow.
anymore?
Wouldn't it be great
I
to
am
have
the
that
last
That's
answer?
one.
interesting.
What's
Yeah, the popsicle.
What a
right?
great blow to the scene.
Yeah, that was amazing. Did you feel
the
that
fire is still.
Did
How
you,
we actually
did you feel the natural endpoint, Hayes? Did you feel that natural endpoint? That was great.
Yeah, you're
Good
not Tex
job.
anymore. We're back. The scene's
We're
over.
actually
You did a
back.
good
The scene's
job.
over.
You
That-
did a
that
really
was the
good
best
job.
scene's
That was
over.
amazing.
I didn't know if you were going to be able to roll with it, but it
The
actually
scene's
was
over,
pretty
and it was a
fucking
really
cool.
good ending by
And
you.
Really funny.
You buttoned
Really
that
funny
nice.
blow. And you nailed it, man. Like, way to bounce back.
You were
Like,
ready
Those
to
are
do
the perfect
improv.
edit points where everyone in the scene can kind of feel it.
I don't.
Yeah.
And we don't have to do anything.
I don't.
It's over.
I don't understand what I did. Like, I actually like.
Sometimes that happens. You're just so
Yeah.
in it.
You're like channeling.
Well,
And
you
then
broke
everyone
the fourth wall
everyone
again,
just
but
knew
you
to
stayed
stop.
as Tex, so that was interesting. That's
you were
what I was
Tex
interested
kind
in.
of telling us you were going to talk as Tex, which I was
I
having a
didn't
hard
mean
time.
to break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
I,
How
It's
do
okay.
we all
That
get
happens.
here?
Yeah, how did we all get here was a big...
I'm not angry. Do you have any notes for Gabrus?
Yeah,
It seems
I
like
know.
that's
Yeah.
like your kind of
You have a
pet
dry
project
erase board with a
today.
bunch of shit written down and a drawing of me. And is there anything you wanted to tell me?
well, he was doing a different voice again.
He was- we-
but,
Oh,
Like,
wow.
that was
Like
a
in an
gift.
improv show?
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
can a non-cowboy watch cowboy TV? I'm sure it's like for everybody.
that
It's like
hasn't
Chinese
happened
black magic.
before. I
You
mean,
could do
that
it
is
as
a
an
new
American.
element
And you
to
can
it.
say
and
Scottish
I will
cowboy.
say this: it hasn't traditionally been that flexible.
Yeah.
It has been kind of just cowboy voices.
I'm
And
kind of a wild
that's
card
like,
in the
and when
improv
I've
world.
tried to introduce like other elements to it, people are mostly like really resistant. It ends up being the same.
Well, what's
thing
another
over and over
element
again.
that has been resisted that you've tried to introduce?
I
Well, you
don't.
keep
You seem to
trying to
remember
bring
up,
every
like,
like the exact minute everything
You
happened
don't
in other
know.
shows.
Yeah.
I'm just
11
going off
I think it
of
was
what
like
I have
44
felt in
minutes
past
and 11
episodes.
seconds.
Yeah,
And
oh,
so
wow.
now
That's
that-
an inverse.
And so now, and that's why I keep coming for Gabrus, I guess, because while this is happening to me again, I see someone who is able to just like do other stuff within it, and that's fine.
So
Now,
you wanna
Hayes,
be
this is
Gabrus.
actually wait. Let me take a moment here because this
Yeah.
actually happens to me a lot. A lot of people see what I do on stage and think, "Oh,
I
that's
can
like
do
how
that.
I'm supposed to do it." No, I'm different. I'm built different.
He's different.
He's
Yeah.
special.
the rules
yeah.
don't really apply to him.
I'm
There's a sense
good.
of play and a sense
Yeah.
of fun
Whimsy.
that is behind it.
Just kind of
Yeah.
a natural...
that you can get on board with.
It's
You
with
got to do
infectious,
20 years and
yeah.
buy the books till you can throw the books
If you have
away.
like a
But
mind of a
I-
child, you can really just let yourself free and play, and you don't
Yeah.
have to think.
if you're
about
like
these
me and as a
Mm-hmm.
young kid, you got your head stuck in between the couch and the radiator, and it kind of crushed your head in a specific way that affected the way you think and act, then you could just kind of do what you want up there.
and like you
just
can't
like
do
a
that.
dago to bring a knife to a gunfight. you know?
Nice. That's
Wow.
Sean
Now that is a
Connery
slur
from-
again.
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
is.
that
yeah,
one, yeah.
yeah,
That's
not a
one of
lot
the
of
few
gray
I can
area.
throw around.
That's the
Yeah.
untouchables.
that's
Yeah.
one he can say. That's another one.
Untouchables.
Mm-hmm.
Did you make it through all of the net, or did you shut it off early? Did you get scared?
Oh yeah,
or-
it doesn't
Yeah.
say on
Did you
Letterboxd if
finish
you
it?
finished it.
I just
There
just
was
had
no
it
real
on. I
review,
wasn't like
yeah.
really paying attention.
logged
to
it
I
on,
just,
that you
well,
were
yeah,
like,
I
yeah.
just said on Letterboxd that I watched it, but I wasn't like
There's no review.
locked
that-
into it.
yeah.
I just had it on.
She
seems
drinks
like
a
a really
Gibson. She
rattled
drinks
you.
a Gibson in that.
Yeah, that's with the
Yeah,
cocktail
with an
onions.
onion
Yeah,
instead of
nasty.
an
Yes.
olive. Yeah,
That's so nasty.
It's disgusting. Yeah.
I would never
Yeah.
want that. But some people watch it.
Bye.
That was a Headgum podcast.